Today we are going to study our 1.2 lesson on the to the summit we reach. In this lesson, the writer he has described about his expedition. The expedition is a mountaineer experience. Whatever the writer he has faced in his expedition has been highlighted in this essay. It is also known as the autobiographical essay. And in this essay, the writer he has explained whatever challenges, difficulties he has faced in this expedition. And the expedition was very difficult. At the time of expedition, he faced so many difficulties, like natural climate was too it was too cold. Sometimes rocks falls. Okay, so avalanche. So these are all the risks the mountaineers they were supposed to face when they were in the expedition. Sometimes wild animals they are coming on their way. So these were the challenges and difficulties. And then what happened? He left the Camp 9 on Friday morning. On 29th May 1953, he reached at the Mount Everest. Where? Mount Everest. The writer he reached on the Mount Everest summit on 29th May 1953. It was very difficult, and what happened? He says that I was prepared myself. He was not afraid. The writer was not afraid, and he was. He says that I am ready to die. That day, whatever may happen, let's happen. But I would make my dreams come true. What was his dream? To climb on the Mount Everest on 29th May 1953. That was very. Those days were full of challenges and difficulties. So what happened? The anchor is a Hillary. Who is Hillary? Hillary is the supporter. He is the co-mountaineer. He used to give him support to Tenzing whenever both of them they were tied the rope. Both of them and both of them they were walking on the Mount Everest in a coordination. So then what happened? They had 4 flags. He had 4 flags in his pocket. Then Colonel Hunt he gave him a flag, and Colonel Hunt he led his expedition, and he was the army officer, British army officer. He was the mountaineer and explorer. Then what happened? When they reached on the summit, at that time Tenzing Norgay he was having the 4 flags. So that flag he put on the summit of the Mount Everest. Okay, as an honor. Okay, why? Because they were working in the coordination team. Hillary belongs to New Zealand, and Colonel Hunt he belongs to United Kingdom, and Tenzing he belongs to Nepal. And apart from this, he was having one more flag, that was the flag of India, because later on he came to India, and he was recognized as a Nepali Indian. Okay, he got the citizenship of India. Okay, so these are the main idea of the first passage of our text. Now let us have the glance over the text, then we will discuss in detail. When we left Camp 9 on Friday morning, I was determined to get to the top on this day. That morning I remember thinking I was to get to the top even if I die. I was not afraid to die that day. We set out early, and all the way from the Camp 9 to the peak we alternated. Alternated means changing. So here the writer Tenzing he says that when we started our expedition, so I left the Camp 9. They were having the camp from 9, 8, 7, then later on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that way. On the mountain they were having a camp. So whenever these mountaineers they become tired, whenever they feel exhausted, at that time they were given the soft drink, so that okay, so that they could get some energy. Okay, and suppose climate is very much high, or temperature is too much high, so at that time they required some tea, warm tea. so that they could sustain themselves, so that in that aura climate. So that was the in this way the writer, he says that when on the camp 9, when he left the camp 9, he was ready to die. Okay, whatever happened, let it happen. He won't bother about that. So that day was very important for in the life of the writer. I would take the lead, and then Hilary, the man who follows when climbing has a difficult job, both in climbing up and climbing down. He is the anchor. The man going in the lead cuts the step and breaks the way. So while climbing on the mountain, the mountaineers, they always carry the oxygen cylinder along with them. Why? Because they carry the oxygen cylinder. At the high altitude, there is less amount of oxygen. Okay, the mountaineers, they feel suffocation, and they may get exhausted and they may die. So the mountaineers, what they are carrying? Oxygen cylinder. Oxygen cylinder. For what purpose? For breathing purpose. Oxygen cylinder they carry. At the high altitude, there is no oxygen, or sometimes there is very less oxygen. The mountaineers they may feel suffocation. That's why they used to carry the oxygen cylinder along with them. Next. In my pocket I had 4 flags. When we were still at Camp 4, Colonel Hunt gave me 3 flags, those of Britain, United Kingdom and Nepal. He charged me with the duty of planting them on the top of the wall. So it was his dream. When he reached at the Mount Everest, at that time what will happen? He will place it on the summit of the Mount Everest in the honors in the honors of the country. In this way, what will happen? They will get their morale would be boosted. Okay, after means reaching on the Mount Everest. In this way, it is an honor for his country. So that's why he took the 4 flags. Next, these 3 flags are in your care, he said, when you and Hilary reach the top, but put them at the peak. I am sure that Hilary are going to do it. I told Colonel Hunt that I was carrying the Indian flag with me, and I would like to be on the top with the other flags. I had to ask Colonel Hunt permission in his capacity as a leader of this expedition. Indian flags, Colonel Hunt said, by all means I am glad to know that you brought an Indian flag. After 1 hour of steady going, we cut across from the south face and started up the west side, where we had to pass up a steep line of rock. This was slow and difficult. Once we had cleared this, there was nothing barring our way to top but a snow-covered incline, sloping less and less as it neared the top. So the writer, he says that when he went on the summit, at that time what happened? He found it very difficult. Sometimes there was a steep line rock, and sometimes it is in a horizontal form, and sometimes what happened? It becomes very vertical in this form. Like if you see the mountain what happened? Sometimes it goes very small, then big, then it will become very big, like this way. Okay, so sometimes steep, sometimes narrow, sometimes very much flattened. So in this way, the writer, he says that we found it very difficult, and along with Hilary, both of them were climbing on the mountain, and this Colonel Hunt, he is the chief expedition officer, and under his guidance the expedition took place. And Hilary and the writer, they both were climbing on the mountain. But what happened? At the same pace, these 2 mountaineers are supposed to climb on the mountain. If there will there are a high chance of wind. Okay, if wind blew on the mountain, so sometime what happened, their they may fall down. Sometime what happened means avalanche, this rock fall, sometime rock falls, and sometime this snowstorm comes. Okay, sometime wild animals who are living in the cold climate, they are coming on their way. So these are the challenges and difficulties they were facing in their expedition. So these are the story of the first passage. These are the main idea of the first passage, and it constitute to make the main the summary of this first passage. So now we will discuss the second passage. In the second passage, what happened? The writer, he says that the last 60 or 70 feet up the top were not very dangerous. The last 70 to 60 feet, he says that it was not very dangerous. Okay, when he is sharing the experience when they reached there, not very dangerous. He says that they kept up the same steady space, in the same speed. Both Hillary and Tenzing, the writer, they were supposed to climb on the mountain. If suppose one team member he is too quick and another is too slow, what will happen? The coordination would be fail, and they may fall down. So in the same pace, both of them were are supposed to climb on the mountain. If suppose any members makes any mistake, then what will happen? They may fall down from the mountain. Then next one, during the last 50 they reach the flattened summit together. Flattened means level. What happened? Sometime when they are climbing on the mountain, sometime what happened? They are getting flat, like this way, flat, level summit, level. After when they climb on the mountain, sometimes they are getting the level peak, and sometimes what happened? They were getting very horizontal, like this. So at that time they find it very difficult. At the same pace, both of them were supposed to climb. This is very dangerous for them. Then next is during the last 50 feet from the peak, Hillary and the writer Tenzing were moving about 20 feet apart. When they reached at the summit, there was a difference of hardly how many? 20 feet. Hillary was 20 feet back from the Tenzing. Okay. The rope was the symbol. The rope was only the ray of hope for them. Okay, while climbing. It tied them together. They worked as a team. The rope tied both of them together, and in this way, what happened? They worked as a team. These three people, Edmund Hillary, Tenzing, and Colonel Hunt, they were working as a team under the guidance of Colonel Hunt. The Colonel Hunt, he is leading this expedition. Under his guidance, they were climbing on the summit of Mount Everest. It was how much feet? 28,215 feet from the sea level. From the sea level. Okay, this is the record. When they reached on 29th May 1953, they reached on 29th May 1953. This is the day when they reach. Now let us have a glance over the text, then we will discuss in detail. These last 60 or 70 feet up the top were not very dangerous, but we kept up the same steady pace, and we reached the small flattened summit almost together. Flattened, here I have made the diagram. On the flattened summit they reached. During the last 50 feet from the peak, Hillary and I were moving about 20 feet apart. We were tied together with a rope. Most of the time the rope was loose, but when we went over dangerous ground, we drove it taut. Taut means rigid. Taut, rigid. Taut means rigid. Flattened means level. But we kept the steady pace most of the time. This rope was a symbol. It tied us together. One could not move without the other. We were not two individuals but a team. He says that this rope is a symbol. If one is walking slowly and another is fast, then you cannot climb. Both of them are supposed to climb at the same pace, same speed. Okay, then only you will reach at the summit. Otherwise, it is difficult. Your leg will be slip and you may fall down. So that was the dangerous thing for them. And in this way, they were working under the team. I have been asked many times, who was first? When we were within the reach of the summit, I did not think of who was going to be first. I am sure that Hillary was not thinking that. Climbing takes all your attention. You have many more important worries. What happened? While climbing on the mountain, sometime what happened? Winds were blowing very fast, and in this way what happened? We cannot reach. Sometimes there is a means high chance of falling down from the summit. Okay, it is not an easy task, and exhaustion takes place. Okay, sweat comes from the body. At that time, the mountaineers required water. They were required energy drink. Okay, and sometimes they required tea, hot tea, so that they could manage themselves. Or sometimes what happened, if they will not get, they cannot take a heavy diet while climbing on the mountain. So these things they are supposed to keep into the consideration, and their body temperature is also is also matters in this expedition. Okay, body temperature, it goes very high. So what will happen? The mountaineer may become the victim of heart attack. Okay, so these things are kept into the consideration. Next, I have been asked many times, who was first? So what happened? More after when they reached on 29 May 1953 at the summit of the Mount Everest. So most of the times somebody has asked the writer, who reached first, Hillary or the writer? So the writer, he says that it doesn't matter who reached first or who reached second. We work together as a team. Okay, both of them were means equally important in this expedition. When we were in the reach of the summit, I did not think of who was going to be first. I am sure that Hillary was not thinking that. Climbing takes all your attention. You may many more important worries you may have. What does it matter whether I reach the top first or Hillary? Our main thought was that both of us reached the top. We had to. One couldn't do it alone. If there had been a difference of 1,000 feet between us, then one could make the claim that he was first. But even then, only the man behind him could confirm the distance between the two of them. So the writer says that if suppose there would be a difference of 1,000 feet, then we could have said that Hillary or either writer, he is the first or he is the second. But at 20 feet, it doesn't matter. What we can say, it is nothing. So the writer, he considered it, both of them were the first. No one is first or second. Okay, so these are the main idea of the second passage, and in this way the writer he has given the background idea of his expedition, and in this way they reached on 29th May 1953 on the Mount Everest at the height was 28,215 feet. So dear student, if you are having any doubt regarding this lecture, so you please give your comment on our comment web section of the YouTube channel. Thank you very much.